Yo, what's going on there, YouTube? It's your boy, Marcus Levy, the Angry Ranter here for vlog number 100 in the Angry Ranter Vlog Series. Double digits, that's nothing. Gone. Triple dig is the way forward. So, as I said yesterday, the topic of today's agenda for the vlog is Facebook deletion. What about it? You know what I mean? Why'd I do it? What's the social media plan moving forward? All of that gonna be covered here. First off, just a little thing of note. I'm having issues right now with logging into the Angry Ranter Instagram. And I'll explain sort of the situation that happened to make that an issue. So, y'all will have to be patient for some updates on that. If not, I may then just have to start promoting my main Instagram, but I'd rather I didn't have to do that. I'd rather just keep with the Angry Ranter one, because then that's one that's open and public and separate from my personal one. Really don't want the internet let in on that one, just because I have it locked down because of my job. But so last night, first thing I did once I got into work, set myself up, caught myself up on details and stuff like that, wrote in some notes and everything, was pop onto Facebook and smack that delete account button. Gonna slap that delete account button. But first thing that caught my eye when I was taking a look at it is that the Facebook deletion page is far different now than it was when I deleted my account before this one, because this was my 7th Facebook account. And when I deleted my 6th Facebook account back in 2013, there was no differentiation between delete account and deactivate account, but they now actually have, because there's a whole culture on Facebook around, I just want to take a break from Facebook, so I'm going to deactivate it, but I can still use Messenger, and I can come back to Facebook whenever I want to and reactivate it. And it kept suggesting that might be what I want to do. It was like, are you sure you want to permanently delete this? And the truth is, the answer is yes. But it was like, if you're just wanting to take a little break for a while, just deactivate. Don't delete. Don't go. We need you. You're active. And I'm like, nah, fuck that. Slap the delete account button. And then it took me to the log out page. And then they get an email that says, all right, your Facebook page is set on the path for permanent deletion. And basically, they give you a 30-day grace period, as Twitter does as well. Because this current Twitter is like my 5th Twitter account that I've had over the years. But the current one's going to be the permanent one. Because I'm well over 1,000 tweets, and I'm posting tons of media. And I'm now finally enjoying my experience. We'll talk about that after. But yeah, so it's going to give me until August 18th before it's permanently deleted. So it's basically, they give you 30 days to change your mind. But I don't think I'm gonna. Because Facebook, to me, has become a lot of things. None of them good. It started off as a fun little platform to keep in touch with people that I otherwise wouldn't. People from cadets that maybe I only saw, or I only see during the summer. I went to 3 different high schools, so chance to keep in touch with people from there. And to me, that's really the good, I want to say the positive era of Facebook for me. And then, of course, college people. Facebook actually served a really good purpose back in the day for having for being the place to like have a Facebook group for your class, and where you could post all the relevant stuff. You know, I created a first year group and a second year group, and then another classmate of mine created, when I started SSW, she created the group, and then I asked if I could help her admin the group. She made me an admin, then I eventually became a class rep. So it was kind of like, now I was needed to be in that position. And so it was a good thing that the year prior I was put into that position. But now that I'm moving on, like up in years, there's a few things that I notice that Facebook does that just doesn't do it for me anymore. First of those is superficiality. Facebook is by far one of the most superficial applications out there. Twitter, Instagram, Pinterest, whatever you want to call it. The only other application that rivals Facebook is Snapchat when it comes to superficiality. And let me tell you why. If I pop onto Twitter, or pop onto the gram, and I want to have tons of followers, I need to post content people want to see. If I want to be an Instagram influencer or a Twitter influencer, as I'm like slowly trying to do through these vlogs and stuff like that, and through the Angry Ranter Show, do check it out. SoundCloud, Instagram, SoundCloud, iTunes, and Spotify. I need to go on there and work my ass off, posting often and posting a lot of content people are going to like and retweet, or on the sake of Instagram, despite the fact they don't show the likes here in Canada anymore because of mental health stuff. And I can talk about that eventually and how I agree with that, because I absolutely do. But right now we're talking about why I got rid of Facebook. I need to like put the work in. Like I used to be at about 400 and something Instagram followers, but I deleted about 200 of them, because now that I consider Instagram to be my main Zuck platform that I'm going to be using, followed by Twitter, which officially jumps up into the number 2 spot. But because Twitter's all about posting them statuses, it's going to be my main status posting place. And then I can actually start increasing my use of Snapchat just towards the people I have on there. I'm not making my Snapchat public because I really only want to have the conversations with the people that I have on there. I've only got about 20 people on there, so I mean, but the superficiality of Facebook, again, rivaled only by Snapchat, is that you have to physically add these people, and they can just hit add back, and you've got an inflated list of people that it looks like they give a shit about you. You know, if I pop, like back in the day, back in the like highest point I was ever at, I think on one of my Facebook accounts I added every cadet person I'd ever come across, every person who even just went to my school, because I thought that's what Facebook was about back in the day. And it very well might have been, but I had like 1,300 friends, and somebody asked me, there's no goddamn way that you know all those people. How do you know, how do you know all these people? And the truth of the matter is, And I know this is true for every single person out there. If you have over 500 friends on your Facebook, one, there's no goddamn way you talk to every one of them. And number two, much like me back in the day, you have a vague sense that you know where they're from. But if I asked you to give me a legitimate detail without having to look it up on their Facebook page about them, you probably couldn't. Unless I happened to pick someone you actually knew. We've all really only got a circle of influence that stretches to be about 20 to maybe 30 people. Like within a given day. I can tell you a lot of details about the lives of maybe about 20 people. Because I know quite a bit about it. But when you have these friends that, Facebook likes to say, well, they're supposed to, keep up with your stuff, like your stuff and post your stuff. But when you have 1,200 friends and they have 1,200 friends and their friends have 1,200 friends, you are lost in the sea of nothing. So why the hell would I want to get on a platform where I'm supposed to be considered special in my own way, but nobody cares about me? So that account had been deleted because I think that was my 4th or 5th Facebook account. But on the one that I just deleted, my highest point, I had about 600 friends. That was when I decided that I was going to start clearing people off. And the more and more people I cleared off, the more and more I could see I wasn't losing any likes on posts or anything, because I was legitimately only getting rid of the people who were really not doing it for me. And when the account finished, when I deleted it last night, I had 66 friends on Facebook. Mixture of friends, family, and work people. That was a much tighter-knit group. I could have told you easily some information about every person on there, where I knew them from. But yet, still with 66 people, there's still a large number of people who never talk to you. And realistically, if I'm only going to post there, if I'm only going to post stuff that people will see occasionally, people won't try to people will like the stuff but never talk to me, then that's what Twitter's for. No one goes on Twitter expecting to have a conversation with their followers. So, or at least for me, I don't. So I post my content, and on Twitter and Instagram, I don't really give a shit if people like it or comment on it. It's mostly for my own benefit. And again, Snapchat only rivals that superficiality of Facebook because you have to add people on Snapchat. So it could make it seem like you've got hundreds and hundreds of friends in a list when you've just really added every person you've come across and said, hey, what's your Snap? I no longer care about those numbers. The next piece that was kind of off for Facebook about me is it's been going downhill since probably about sometime in 2016 when Facebook started removing features and changing stuff, and then they made all of their games they used to have now completely crap and only tailored to mobile. Facebook used to have some baller-ass games, first-person shooters, and more legitimate real-time strategy games. But I think the worst piece for me, when it came to trying to pull out of Facebook, was this weird way that, you start noticing that Facebook has control over every aspect of your life. From taking your attention away when you could be focused on other things, to just merely having to open up applications through it. You sign up for a service and it goes, would you like to open it through Facebook? And then if you do, you're into the trap, because then that particular account for that particular thing doesn't have a password. It just has a open it with your Facebook account. So then you start realizing, well, I can't delete Facebook because of that thing, which I care more about. So I kind of gave a big old one of these and took a look at what services I had that were still connected to it. That was 2, Instagram and Spotify. And this is where the Instagram story comes in. So I needed to give my Instagram account a proper password. I found a link to a website that did it, so I finally unlinked my Instagram. But it logged me out of just my own and not the other ones, so I had to log out of all of them. But then it didn't log me back into the Angry Ranter one, but it logged me into the 2 other ones. It logged me back into mine and the Marx's iPhone 6S, which is also open. It's where it's my photography page. You can go check that one out. But either way, I found a way to salvage the Instagram. Spotify, on the other hand, bit of an issue because I was unable to salvage it because unfortunately they say if you opened it through Facebook the first time, you just need to create a new one, and I was like, I ain't doing that because I was going to get rid of Spotify anyway. So I spent most of yesterday and a lot of last night moving over to Apple Music because of my iPhone. So now I'm purely an Apple Music guy. I transferred over the songs that I cared about in my library, and that'll be that. Spotify's done. I killed it. And I get 3 months free with Apple Music. So it's all good. Well, guys, thanks for listening. Check all the social media out down below. Please like, subscribe, and do not hesitate to ring that bell for notifications and share this and help grow the Angry Ranter Alliance. And I'll see you guys tomorrow for Vlog 101. Peace.